of our dreams and our purpose. Because guess what? Validation is for parking. It's not for people. So in closing, I want you to join me on a very powerful exercise. And when you do this with intention and power and purpose, I promise you, you'll be different. I want you to close your eyes right now. Everybody in the room, close your eyes. This is about intention. Close your eyes. Place your hand on your heart. I want you to breathe in deeply. Do it intentionally. Do you feel that? That's called purpose. You are alive for a reason, and the world is waiting on you to deliver on your purpose. Now open your eyes and repeat after me. I am a purpose-driven leader who knows that my mindset matters, and so do my dreams. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you. God bless you.
Well, I don't know about you, but my soul is on fire. And Cheryl has challenged to ensure that we are living intentionally. It starts with you. It starts with me. Thank you so very much for those words of inspiration. It gives me great pleasure to welcome to the podium.
Blazed a trail and opened up a world of possibilities for the young women in our city. Since then, we've been fortunate enough to have a few more women who've held the title of mayor in our city. And we've seen more and more women who are willing to run for a seat on this city council and serve in leadership roles in our city government. But we have a lot more progress to make. We have strong women all across Dallas who are already leading families, communities, nonprofits, and businesses. But we still need more. We need more women in leadership. And it's imperative for us to encourage more women to participate at all levels of government. And here at Dallas City Hall, while we occasionally deal with issues that pertain specifically to women, just about every issue in our city is a woman's issue. So I want to say thank you personally to Council Members Arnold, Blackman, Mendelson, Schultz, and Willis. I want to say thank you for sharing your unique insights with us. Thank you for your input. And I want to thank everyone, including them, for putting on this event today. So now it is my distinct honor to present all of you with an official copy of our city's proclamation declaring this Women's History Month. So if you all would come up, the women of the Dallas City Council. I don't see Councilwoman Willis, but
Thank you so much, Mayor Johnson. We appreciate you being here today. And so we've got some additional presentations that we're going to move into right now. And I'd like to have the 5 women of the City Council They're going to be coming up and making some very special presentations. They are the fierce female leaders of the City Council. They keep all of us in line. And so thank you so much for your service. I'm going to start with our very first council member representing District 4. Is council member and educator Carolyn King Arnold. She is now going to come up. She'll talk about the history of women in Dallas and go right into our very first award presentation. That's fine. Let's come on up. I like it when y'all stand next to me. That means y'all not asking for anything. Okay, so we're just going to flow right through. We're going to start with Councilwoman Arnold.
Thank you. Thank you so very much, Ms. Tolbert. Now, Ms. Tolbert did mention that I will always be an educator. But one of the things about an educator is, you have to have peace and quiet in the room. And I always would tell the students, that all of us can't talk at the same time. So I'm going to let y'all get settled over here. Y'all all settle with all of your awards and moving around. Well, now, hold on one second. I have one student who wants to tell me something. Come on, what is?
I was always the disruptive one.
Okay. And they're going to come up?
No, they're not coming up.
Okay. Got you. Okay. Thank you. So, I am extremely honored to be here. I am so ecstatic. I'm trying to behave. But then in the back of my mind, I remember reading something that says, behaved women don't get very far. So, to be in this room with all the power that's here today, I am extremely honored. God has set the weather today so that we could all be here and shine. Let's give it up for God. She's done a fantastic job today. So I mean this. I am very blessed to be in the position that I'm in today. It is not something that everyone has an opportunity to position themselves in and to serve. But my category today, Ms. Kim Tolbert talked about, my category is public safety, that I will acknowledge those women who give of themselves. But I also know that in this position as city councilwoman representing District 4 and representing the city, that based on the charter, there are many things that we have a difficult time to do if we don't adhere to the charter. And part of that charter says that the city manager manages day-to-day activities and affairs. So, Mr. T.C. Broadnax, I want to thank you for allowing us to expend the funds, so I have to tighten it up, to approve the funds for us to be able to celebrate the women not only here in the city of Dallas, but just to let the citizens know that we support the vision of this city. The mayor has stepped up today to let us know that we are a powerhouse to be reckoned with. Let's give it up for the mayor. Now, he's told us that we need 3 more women on the council. So 8 is always about that number. Some folks don't realize that. It's all about that 8. And so if you get 8, we can move forward and we can make Dallas great and greater. So, made that up. Greater, not greater, greater. So thank you seriously, Mr. Broadnax. Also thanking Mrs. Kim Tolbert as part of this city and the city history that I'm supposed to speak a little bit about. So thank you, Ms. Kim Tolbert, for taking the lead on this particular celebration today. So just being brief, I'm one of those that did not get a script. They've tried that, and some folks didn't understand the last time when we had an event. They said, you need a script? Well, ma'am, I don't do well with scripts. That's why I didn't make it to Hollywood. Can't do scripts. But from my heart, I continue to say thank all of you women for what you do day in and day out. Day in and day out. So we have the power, we have the responsibility to lead even when we don't feel like leading. We have the responsibility when we don't feel some days like getting up and facing the day. But we're here. The whole weight sometimes of the city, of our families, is always on our shoulders, but also in the heart. And so for me today, once again, to stand here, I'm very strong because right now looking at all of this power in this room, I want to just simply cry. Because I'm so proud of all of you in all of the categories that you serve in, that you give of yourself day in and day out. The women here who serve with me on the horseshoe, they are in that category. And so thank you for what you do. Thank you for all of what you do. But let me just say this, Dallas, starting with Ms. Harrison, who gave of herself. It's a sacrifice to serve as mayor. It's a sacrifice. And I continue to say the struggle continues. From Eve to Ketanji Brown, the struggle continues. And so it is for us to make sure that when we take on the positions that we take on today, that we are willing to pass the baton. Don't die with the baton. Pass the baton. Pass the baton, because the generations behind us depend on us. So with that being said, I will continue to stress the need for us to work for equity, inclusion, advocacy, and you never ever get an opportunity to decide when you want to take up that mantle. It's always with us. So from this point on, I will continue to just say this. We have to stay woke, and stay woke. So thank you for allowing me to say these few minutes, and because I know they're getting nervous and like, oh, is she going to go too much longer? But I am very happy to be here today and to see you here, and I cannot tell you enough how grateful I am that you accepted our call to be here today. So I would say to all of you women who are here today, why don't you give yourself a round of applause? You can do better than that. We're better than that. So my time has expired on the introduction, so now I can go on to the part of the program where some folks have me scripted. I don't see that part here, but I know that I have some words to share, and we do have time that we need to respect. My category is that of public service. Public service means just that. The women in public service have made a decision to put themselves out where? In the public eye. So in those individuals who are in the public eye, I'm included, we're all included. We are scrutinized when we go to the grocery store. We're scrutinized if we go out in the yard to work in the garden. Lord knows we are scrutinized when we go to church. Now, don't happen to get on television. You have to be scrutinized from the head to toe. Always pressure. We have to live with those individuals who are public servants, have to give of themselves to the media. Oftentimes, they have to read about themselves and say, did I really do that? Did I say that? Am I really that person that is painted in the media? Public service is extremely hard. All of these categories today in which we have women are difficult. But public service to me is a little bit more, because some days you just want to just cry. Because you said, here I am doing all that I can do, giving of myself day in and day out. And is this what they think of me? Is this what the media has said I am or have done? But you have to keep the faith, because you have to know who you are. And if you know who you are, then the rest of it doesn't matter. But sometimes it's hard. So the names of these women, just a few that we were able to settle on today, are those individuals who depend on their families to protect them, to be there for them. Because at the end of the day, it's all about you. And as you stated, sister, at the end of the day, it's all about you. And the world will keep running right on without you. And as Dr. King said, die. Just when a person dies, 5 days later, no one hardly remembers your name. It's sad, but true. So these names I want to recognize. I'm going to do that. That's why it's good for us to all be together. She got my back. way from North Dallas. She's got my back to the south. Give it up for Karen Middleton, because you know what? I'm going to hold it to the fire when we're trying to get those equity programs pushed across. So this is what we're going to do. Seriously, the time matters. I've been told to call names, and then the award recognitions will be delivered to you. Please stand up so that everyone can see you and can have your pictures taken, and they'll know exactly where to go. Any other instructions? Gosh, nothing like having an A-plus teacher. All right, number one, public service. Uh-oh, you know, I'm the one that had to act up in class sometimes. Number one, drum roll. Thank you. See that? Oh, I love that class. Catherine Holman. Is Catherine? Miss Debbie Solis. She's not present. Jennifer Cortez. Where's Jennifer? She's not here. Okay. Birthday girl. This is notes written for me. I'm paying attention to the script. Miss Ann Gallant. It's her birthday today. Catherine Bazan. Where's Catherine Bazan? Kathy, oh, Kathy, is she here? All right. She's waiting for y'all. Next is Kathy Stewart. Is it Martha Dolashaw? Is that correct? I want to make sure I pronounce it correctly. Is that correct? Is that correct? She's here. Thank you. All right. Here she, where? All right. I want to make sure I'm pronouncing that correctly. Mrs. Tracy Gully. Constable Tracy Gully. Re-elected for another term. We have to give her extra. We need that public safety enhancement. Thank you. Next, Miss Diane Ragsdale. Where's Miss Diane Ragsdale? Is she here? All right, Dr. Joyce Foreman could not be with us today because she had to transact business today, but Joyce Foreman. And I know that, see, Miss Karen Millicent, Sarah, I'm going to make her a Sarah today. She can't help it, but I'm intentionally leaving this person last. Don't worry about it. I got it covered. I'm woke. Okay. Joyce Foreman, would you give Mrs. Nethel Jackson Joyce Foreman? She's going to receive that for us. Last but not least, I'm going to repeat this again. Last but not least, let me give it so that we can get Dr. Joyce Foreman to Nethel Jackson. Thank you. Last but not least, see, one thing about it, you're going to take this way today and say, you know, she repeated herself several times, but I'm doing it for a purpose. She's last, but she's not least. Of all of us who have served around the horseshoe, I continue to shout out to my other soror. You know, I'm making up sororities as I go. Miss Jennifer Gates, would you please stand? Recognizing Jennifer Gates, who can't stop serving. We're still pulling her to help us with the business of the city. Thank you for all of you, and there are tons of other women. We know that, and this was a hard decision. So we're going to keep this rolling, and we're going to have bigger and better celebrations. And Mr. Broadnax, we're hoping that you will continue to support us with that line item that says women. Thank you so very much for allowing me to be here right now to serve with you. Please give us a round of applause. Better than that, we can do better than that. All right.
Thank you, Ms. Sarah.
Thank you, Miss Arnold. Yes, I'm scripted, but I'm just going to go right on into it because I know some people have had to leave. So we do know that some people did leave and or couldn't be here, but we still want to honor them. And I just want to say, you're really a badass, by the way. I mean, I really enjoyed it. Okay, so that's my unscripted. Okay, so I'm presenting the Outstanding Performance in Business. And so we've got a few names to call off. Amy Wallace Cowan, is she here today? No, but she is a great business advocate. Tanya Reagan. Tanya Reagan's in the back. Bridget Lopez, I see her right over here. I see Suzanne Slonim right here in the center. Eve Williams, where's Eve Williams? I didn't see it, right there in the back. Dev Rastogi, right over here. Nina Vaca, she's probably on a plane somewhere if I know Nina. No, you can't. Nina Vaca. Brianna Castillo. Brianna, are you here? Suzanne Smith, right here in the middle. Jenny Shue. Jenny Shue, I don't think I saw Jenny Shue. And Cassandra Laster. Right over here. Thank you all very much for your outstanding work in our business. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, we're off to a great start, albeit a little bit behind. I'm less than a year into my first year on the Dallas City Council, and I'm pleased to serve as the mayor's appointed chair of the Workforce, Education, and Equity Committee. The committee often serves at the intersection of passionate causes, which of course leads many of us into philanthropy and doing for others without any expectation in return. I am thrilled to be here today to recognize these outstanding women in philanthropy in the city of Dallas. Sherry Mathis, Lyda Hill, Jamie Williams, Jean Whitman Bobbitt, Barbara Record, Verna Jones, Krista Stanford, thank you, Ms. Jones. Krista Stanford, thank you. Renee Day, Emily Hargrove, Katrina Penny Petrie, and Alicia Watson. Thank you all so much.
Thank you. I'm Carol Mendelson. I've already been introduced. I chair the Government Performance and Financial Management Committee as well as the Ad Hoc Committee on General Investigating and Ethics. And I am a rule follower, so I will read the script. However, I'm a rule maker, so I changed the script a little bit. I'm very happy to be able to present to you today about civic and community engagement because it's actually the reason I'm here today, and it's why all the women on City Council serve. To become engaged in your community is how you affect change, and how women show us it's done. These women right here, they're going to do it. So join me in recognizing the following incredible women for their community engagement in Dallas. Althea Harrington. To Anya Carter. Pam Gerber. Dr. Esther Davis. Tammy Richards. Patty Janthro. Vicki Taylor. Juanita Alvarado. Edna Pemberton. Marion Williams. And Maria Hasbany. Councilmember Willis wasn't able to be here, so I'm going to go ahead and take care of hers as well. She's doing the Arts and Culture Awards, and this is something that I think is close to all of our hearts. And I'll tell you that we're here recognizing people who really kept the arts going during a very difficult time in our city, right? When we think about the arts, we think about the role in bridging our communities, and it's something that we can all turn to in times of joy, heartbreak, division, and unrest. These women persevered during the most difficult times, and we recognize their work. The first one is Ilnur Asgar. Valletta Forsyth Lil. Krista Weinstein. Alcudi Tahamiraba. Sorry. Mickey Bragalone. Shai Amos. Priscilla Rice. Abani Haynes. And the final is Candace Thompson. Congratulations to everyone. Kim?
Let's give all of our honorees today a round of applause. Thank you all so very much. We are honored to have you. I'm going to call to the podium one of my colleagues, Assistant City Manager Liz Barrera-Cedillo, and she's going to make our final presentations. And I'd like to ask for all of the women, when we end, men, y'all can leave, but we'd like to invite all of our women to come and join us on the staircase. We're going to take a beautiful group photo today. So please, please stay and join us for the photo. Liz?
Thank you, Kim. What about our male allies? May they join for the picture? Okay, no, sorry, guys. Good afternoon, everybody. Liz Cedillo Pereira. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm not getting a special recognition, but I'm actually able to give. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello. I have the honor of recognizing the amazing city council members who are women with us. And it's my distinct honor to actually thank them on behalf of the city manager and all of our city staff for your leadership and your advocacy to help make Dallas a more equitable and inclusive city. So with that, when I say your name, will you please come right here and receive a small token of appreciation? Council Member Carolyn King Arnold, District 4, Vice Chair of the Economic Development Committee. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Councilmember Paula Blackman, District 9, Chair of the Environmental and Sustainability Committee. Councilmember Janie Schultz, District 11, Chair of the Workforce Education and Equity Committee. Thank you. Councilmember Kara Mendelson, District 12, Chair of the Government Performance and Financial Management Committee and the Ad Hoc Committee on General Investigating Ethics. Thank you. And Councilmember Gay Donnell Willis, District 13, Vice Chair of the Government Performance and Financial Management Committee. I think she is no longer here, but let's give a round of applause. Councilmember Donnell Willis.
Before you end,
Okay.
I want to intervene.
Okay. And at last but not least, we would like to recognize our amazing keynote speaker, 5 Ps, Dr. Cheryl Pelote Williamson. Thank you for being with us today, ma'am.
So before we end the program, I want to just take 1 second and I want to thank our amazing staff. Kim Tolbert, you are amazing. We have a special gift for you behind you. There you go. Thank you so much for working so hard. And Taylor and your team, Taylor Moody, thank you so much, everybody, so much. Thank you. So if y'all could see yourselves, it's so exciting. So if the award winners would please come on up, we're going to take one picture and let y'all get on your way. Thank you so much, and see you next year, if not before.